How do the various zodiac signs behave when they are in love? In the second part of this two-part series, I shall look at the second half of the zodiac: Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces, and the characteristics and mannerisms which they portray when in love. Libra, your innate sense of fairness and balance creates much harmony in your relationships, as you dislike unpleasant things and avoid confrontation at all costs. The problem arises when you get caught up in your romantic ideals and fantasy which hardly match up to reality in the end. When you project your expectations onto your partner, this eventually churns out disappointing results, as it is a form of disillusion in the first place. There is a tendency to vacillate, hide out in the head and evade or hold back emotionally when you are confronted with something you dislike. When you are able to make sound decisions based on reality instead of romantic ideals, you will be able to attract someone with whom you can forge a real long-lasting bond. Scorpio, when committed in a relationship, what you really want is to combine emotional and sexual love in a soulful bonding. As much as you are capable of extreme self-sacrifice for those you love, your tendency to go to extremes must be counteracted, or you'd end up in a self-destructive mode, losing those whom you love most. You have a penchant for spotting and zeroing in on your partner's vulnerability. Control methods like this are destructive to your relationships. Instead of competing to gain an upper hand in the relationship, you must give both parties space so that you can come together as distinct individuals. Sagittarius, relationships are important to you and you know how to take risks in love. Nevertheless, you put so much emphasis on personal freedom that you are often afraid of commitment. Your wandering mind is always fixated on the quest for self-knowledge and new ideologies. The problem arises when your enthusiasm starts off a relationship with a bang, which then fizzles into ashes shortly after. As long as you engage in behavior that only feeds the ego with your eyes fixed solely on the future, you can cut off potential partners in your life without you being aware of it. It is imperative for you to learn that joy comes from within, the soul, contrary to finding it in some distant country or philosophy. Capricorn, you also have a reserved manner and aloof demeanor that could prevent others from getting close to you. The truth is, it takes a lot for you to let down your guard, as you don't trust easily, and once you form a bond with someone, your controlling nature wants it to last forever. The problem arises when you confuse the feeling with the material realm. The challenge for you is to make a conscious effort to get in touch with your emotions instead of analyzing things through your head. By releasing the need to control the outcome of a situation and getting more in touch with your innermost feelings, you are able to focus on the present and make sound judgments. Aquarius, because yours is a group-oriented sign, the attitude you adopt in life, including those towards your relationships, is highly impersonal. It is not easy for you to get close to others, as you do not take big risks in relationships. Your impersonal and detached style can cause much confusion for your partners in the form of unpredictability and erratic behavior. You have to allow yourself the time you need to process your thoughts without pushing others away so abruptly. In finding ways to connect yourself to the guidance of the heart, your partner will not feel so neglected and unappreciated. As the sign which rules originality and humanitarianism, you are capable of communicating to your partner with respect and truth. Pisces, you are innately in touch with the subconscious part of your psyche and are attuned to the spiritual dimension of life. Living in a world of physical and psychic sensuality, you are often unable to distinguish between illusion and reality. Your emotions can color your impressions, as you often see only what you want to see. Being so dreamy and a romantic at heart, you are in love with the notion of love and easily gravitate towards relationships. However, without touching base with reality, you are prone to choosing partners who aren't right for you. Fantasy can only take you so far before reality caves in. With an innate fear of rejection in your subconscious, you must keep track of what is going on in reality. Please like and subscribe to Phenomenal Astrology.